From the beginning of human history, there has been hand-to-hand combat. At one point, it was necessary to survive. Now, a way to reach fame and fortune. For 24-year-old Felix Cano, the mixed martial arts journey started out at a gym in Colorado.
After a year and a half of training, he finally let me take my first fight. And that was a real kind of eye-opener just to the intensity of the sport, what it takes to get ready for a fight, actually being in a fight.
However, Felix made a move that would change his path in the sport. He relocated to Tempe.
The opportunities out here are crazy compared to back home from a little small town. You know, you're in a big city, there's a lot of work out here.
After moving his training to Arizona Combat Sports, Felix's growth has been exponential. He's seen firsthand how a team can elevate your game.
The training partners are a lot higher level. You got a lot more bodies to choose from, so that just in itself makes you better. And then, of course, meeting all the coaches out here, Kevin, Cedric.
The changes in his training were evident in his fights, winning both his fights with the new team and improving his MMA record to 4-2.
My fights are looking a lot better, looking a lot cleaner. Just my last fights in Colorado, just wasn't there in terms of, my stand-up.
Coach Kevin Natividad said his technique has come a long way.
Honestly, he's a little bit more technical now. Not a little bit, a lot. Like, he kind of was all over the place. He didn't know when or where to throw his punches. He just switched just to switch stances. He knows what he's doing from both sides, and he has a purpose when he does switch.
That's going to be the difference, is just how much better I've gotten since I've been here. Now I feel like I can compete against some high-level dudes.
However, the momentum was short-lived. While training for a third fight with his new gym, Cano would face his toughest test yet.
I was prepping for a new opportunity, looking for that next opportunity. I was getting ready for a fight that I was getting offered, and just wasn't quite in shape between fights. Wasn't taking care of my body, and just in a random sparring session, just a weird little kick that I threw incorrectly, and just that lack of technique, lack of shape, I tore my ACL.
The injury needed surgery. However, the recovery process was more than physical.
It's tough mentally for sure. Just not having that aspect in your life that you go to work, you come here every single day after work.
Cano is looking forward to the future. With his knee recovered to the point of being cleared to train again, he's looking to be right where he left off.
Building off of what I left, I think there's still some momentum behind me that I can take opportunities on.
Felix Cano's path has not been easy. However, that has not stopped him with his pursuit of his MMA goals.
Kind of proving to myself, why I've made the sacrifices to continue in the sport. I think after you have an injury like that, you really have to look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself, this is what I want, and this is how I'm going to get it. You kind of deal with what you got, and I've dealt with what I got.
Here we go, boys. Violence on 3. 1, 2, 3. Violence!